Hi, this is Jessica Daniels with InReach Solutions. I'm the Customer Experience Coordinator. Today I'm going to walk you through adding a person record into SAM. When you first get SAM out of the box, one of the best things to do, I think, in order to start playing with SAM and getting a little more comfortable, is to start adding person records. And what that means is this little tab right here where it says person. That means you're going to be adding people into the system that aren't necessarily clients. They're typically employees or independent contractors, caseworkers, social workers, people that therapists, people like that. Families would go under family, of course, children, birth parent, and there are other videos where I'll show you how to add those. But to start with, I think adding person records is a great way to get familiar with SAM. All right, so to add a person, there's a couple ways to do it. You can click on the person tab at the top, or on the sidebar from the home page, you can click Add Person. So we're going to add a new caseworker who happens to also be an employee of our fake adoption agency here, Family Tree. So we're going to start typing in, see, Christopher Moore. And his nickname is Chris. So we're going to put that in there too. We're going to make sure we click employee staff because that's definitely, he's an employee and he's also a caseworker. So we're going to put that in there as well. If he has credentials we want to put in, we can do that here. Work title, we're going to go up here and choose which one we think is appropriate. Again, if you are an admin, if you have these little edit buttons where you can actually edit these lists. But if you are not an admin, you won't see those next to there. Okay, we're just going to continue adding in some more information here. And then active person, this means that this is an active person in your organization. If for some reason they leave the company or you're no longer using their services, you can just unclick and that will make them inactive. But it won't delete all of their information. So that's nice to have. And then we're going to put in his 4 cell phone number. We're going to put in his work email, which is chris@familytree.com. And then email address for sending emails. We're going to add that in too. Oops, typo, at familytree.com. And we're going to go up to the next part here, person's organization. So since our caseworker here works for our organization, we can just click edit. We're going to type in Family Tree to search for that agency. This is our agency here. We're going to click that and it will add that in there. If for some reason the organization that you are trying to add is not showing up, you can click Add Organization to add it within this record, or you can add it here under Organization and then connect it there. So we're going to add in his address. We're just going to pick a fake address here just to make this go faster. I usually tend to leave the spouse's information blank because I don't want it to show up on emails and things like that. So I tend to just leave that information blank on employees. And then we're going to click Save. And the alternative to save is you can hit Control or Command Enter, and that will do the same thing. All right, so now we're back to the cover page for our new staff member, Christopher Moore. From here, we can upload a photo. We can also edit and add a supervisor. We can also see that there's different sidebar options now. We can go back in and edit the information that we just added, add communications and documents, etc. We'll go over more details on these in future videos. What's important here is if you have a new client, or excuse me, a new staff member, you want to make sure that they can get into SAM. So this is where we go to Edit Login Permissions. From here, we're going to click Login Enabled. And then this is where we can decide what type of permission this person has. So a full admin, like we said before, an admin has permissions to change these drop-down menus, to change the configuration of SAM. So a view and edit is just basically you can see the information that's in SAM, and you can add parents, add families, add foster families, add organizations, and edit that information, but not actually change the configurations of SAM. Then view only, of course, is just being able to view the information and not add or edit anything. So for this person, they're a caseworker. We don't want them to have maybe full admin status, so we're going to give them the view and edit status. And this is popping up with my login. So it may do that to you as well if you have your password saved. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to give him, oops, if I can spell it right, give him his own login. And then I would give them a password that's maybe something easily remembered that you can change, that he can change so that he can create his own password. So you want to make sure you remember what this password is before you log out of here. Maybe make it something that you know, and then give them instructions to log in and change their password. And then here is where you can click the time zone. If you are, which time zone you're in, you can click that. And then we just click the save button. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this guide's been helpful. If you have any questions or need any additional help, just email us at support@inreachsolutions.com.